So how do you make a girl want you back after she was initially interested? Let's repeat that again because it's really important. How to make a girl want you back after she was initially interested. Well, here's the good news. The good news is because she was initially interested, she likely is able to be reattracted to you, which means at some point in time, she lost interest because of something that you did or for things that you stopped doing. And the approach to getting that girl back is going to include two processes. It's going to be both an active and a passive process. And we're going to go into details, so just make sure you stay tuned and watch the video until the very end to grasp everything I have to offer. My name's Assam from dopelifecoaching.com. Today I'm going to be talking about how to make a girl want you back after she was interested initially. So here's what you need to understand. Here's the two processes again, the active and the passive process. The passive process includes you not reaching out to her because remember, the fact that she lost interest, you can't actively get her back because she lost interest because that's only going to turn her off more. You see, intuitively, you really want to get her back. So just to get her back, you want to do just anything to kind of secure that position you were in with her and kind of make yourself comfortable again and get her back because the feeling just felt so good and you were really interested in her. Well, unfortunately, you can't actively do that. You have to be passive in terms of not reaching out to her, not contacting her, go no contact. I'll link either a video or two right here or here somewhere about the no contact rule and about just in general reattracting a girl if you've been way too overwhelming, which you probably were since you're watching this video. And the second process, the active process, is working on yourself actively. You see, when a girl loses interest and when you keep reaching out to her in order to get her back, that just pushes her away more. Instead, the active process should be you focusing on yourself as a man, focusing on your career goals, your finances, your emotional stability, your mental stability, and your mental clarity, and just securing the bag. Dude, we're all men. We all want to succeed, and we all really just want to secure the bag. That's our primary driver in life as men. We want to be successful. But the way to get a girl back is by being that same man that she liked in the first place. The man she really liked in the first place was probably an attractive man, a successful man of some sort, and in general, he just brought good feelings out of her. So we want to do that by becoming that man again. And the way to do this is by not contacting her at all and instead focusing on yourself, singular focus, like laser focus on yourself and on your goals. What you'll notice is one of two things are going to happen. She's either not going to contact you again and you'll never hear from her, which is unlikely, but it does happen, unfortunately. Some girls are just like that. Some girls, you'll never hear from them past the first date, even though the first date seemed amazing, because either an ex popped up in the picture or she just wasn't as interested as she thought she was, or something else happened in her life. God knows. We can't read everything. We can't know everything that's happening behind the scenes. But what we could do is focus on ourselves to just get us back in track and focus on either attracting her or maybe even better, attracting a better quality woman. And guys, I can't stress the importance of both the active and passive process enough, because most of us guys, when we lose a girl or a girl stops being interested in us, we want to just get her back because we think, what the hell, why is she not interested? Let me prove to her that I'm worthy, get her back. No, that's the wrong way, because all that does is push her away and it shows to her that you need her more than she needs you, which is a big turnoff. Instead, be passive in terms of reaching out to her. Don't call, don't text, don't like her photos, don't do any of that. Don't send her snaps. If she sends you any, just keep the conversation brief and just focus on yourself, because it is pretty likely that she is going to come back when she sees that you're absent. And as the days and weeks go by, if she sees that you're excelling in your life in whatever field, be it financially, be it physically, be it you're having adventures, you're having fun time with other people, rest assured that if she was interested, in the very least, you're at least going to get her curious. And here's where everything starts to kick in, with the curiosity. She's curious enough because you're not there anymore and you're not actively reaching out to her. She wants to know, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? What has this guy been doing ever since I left him? Is he seeing other women? Is he doing other things? The fact that she's asking herself, is he seeing other women? Is he doing other things? Those oftentimes are enough to trigger a reaction within her that she has to reach out to you to get a hold of you, just to make sure that you're still there. And the absolute worst thing you could do as a man is that when she reaches out to you, you're still acting in the same exact ways that turned her off in the first place. You see, the reason why she's not here anymore is because of a loss of of attraction in some way, shape, or form. Some of it does not have to do with you, meaning literally an ex, anything else in her life that's going, God forbid, a death in the family. But I want you to assume that it is probably your fault. Take an inventory, write it down on paper, how you could have messed up. Were you too needy? Were you calling her all the time? Were you spending way too much time with her even though you two are not boyfriend and girlfriend? You're not in a relationship, at least not yet. Whatever those are, you write them down and look at them. I guarantee you, if you just take a piece of paper and you ask yourself questions and you write down answers to those questions, you'll probably have an answer. So instead, be passive. Don't talk to her at all. Let her wonder about you. Remember guys, attraction grows in space. When she misses you enough, that's when she starts thinking about you, and when she's actively thinking about you, that's active investment. She's talking to you. And what's good about the passive approach is you don't have to do anything for her to be interested. All you have to do is back away. Do nothing, absolutely nothing. I know it goes against what you internally want to do, but too bad. You have to resist that, man. You have to be disciplined. At the end of the day, a man should be disciplined. Your primary focus should be being successful in securing that bag in whatever way it fulfills you. And I also need you to understand one other thing. Your mind right now is playing games with you. It is telling you that this person is way more special than they actually are, because there's this psychological principle called loss aversion. Because as of right now, you're placing a higher importance at the fact that you don't have her anymore than you are on securing something more successful for yourself, something better for yourself, a better woman for yourself. So your mind is messing with you right now, and it's telling you this girl's a 10 out of 10. Maybe you only saw her as a 7, an 8, a 9 out of 10, but no woman's ever going to be a 10 out of 10. But that's the trick your mind is playing on you right now. And so you start asking yourself negative questions and negative quality questions. Why is she not here? What did I do wrong? All women are bad. All women are this. All women are that. No, don't ask yourself those questions. Instead, ask yourself, how can I be a better man? How can I attract a better quality girl? This girl's playing games. It's kind of cute. Why does she like me so much to the point where she needs to play games? Ask yourself these questions and you'll come up with better quality answers. And then when you start focusing on yourself more, you'll notice that number one, it's becoming way easier for you to attract a better quality woman. Number two, she could probably very likely come back. And I'm saying likely because it doesn't always happen. But if it does, that's great for you. That means you're on the right track. You're doing something right with your life. Because at the end of the day, if you want a high quality woman, you have to be a high quality man. It doesn't happen that high quality women are attracted to low quality men. It just doesn't work that way. The same way if you are a higher quality man, which you're probably at least above average if you're watching this video, or you want to be a higher quality man, you're probably not going to be attracted to a low quality woman. Therefore, making yourself a high quality man and learning from your mistakes, because mistakes are always going to happen and that's normal. When you focus on yourself more and stop asking yourself, why is she not here? Instead, ask yourself, how can I attract a better quality person? And it's almost funny how when you're not thinking about that person, they just pop up back in your life just like that. And you ask yourself, all these weeks, all those months, I was thinking about this person. But now once I'm not thinking about them, they reach out to me. That's just the universe doing its works, and it's understanding that you're not attached to this person anymore and you're not attached to the outcome. So you're focused on something else. And because you're focused on something else, that person comes back to you because you're not attached to them anymore. So just keep in mind, if you really want to attract that girl again back into your life, you need to understand that it's both a passive as well as an active process. It's passive where you're no longer talking to them, you're letting them miss you when you're gone, and at the same time it's an active process because you're working on yourself to become a better man and hopefully forget about her and attract a better quality woman. And then as the days, the weeks, and maybe even months go on, depending on how long your relationship was with her, or if it wasn't even a relationship, if it was just, you know, a fling of some sort, then you'll either attract a better quality woman out there into the future instead of looking back in your past, which you shouldn't even be looking at to begin with.